this is gonna be the creepy pasta characters or something like that described by Jixme, aka just a you idiots.
The Earth says hello. Before we start, I don't know if any of the other people said this. I don't know. I'll see when I edit their videos in a minute. But if we get anything wrong, please do not come at us. Like, we did as much research as we can. If we miss anything, just tell us. But other than that, we can't really do much. I'm gonna change this angle. I don't like this. Give me a second. So the first creepypasta person we're gonna be going over with yours truly is gonna be Jeff the Killer. Now, obviously, everyone knows who Jeff the Killer is. You would live under a rock if you haven't heard of his name before. We've all seen like the iconic image of him. Obviously, me and probably almost 99% of people on Earth prefer the fan art versions of him. Yeah, but either way, we're gonna go over his storyline because I actually didn't know a lot of this information. Also, I apologize if I pronounce anything wrong. I realized I'm not the best at pronouncing things. English is my first language and I still fail at it, so bear with me. But let's dive into this. Alright, Jeff the Killer. Jeff was 13 years old when he moved into a new neighborhood and gets attacked by local bullies, and Jeff snaps and beats them up. You know what? Clock it, queen. His brother, I don't know how to pronounce his brother's name, so if I say it wrong, sorry. Liu, L-I-U, takes the blame and is sent to juvenile detention, causing Jeff to spiral into depression. And there, at a neighborhood party, the bullies ambush Jeff. During the fight, Jeff is doused in bleach and set on fire. The criminal burns leave Jeff with leathery, ghostly white skin and singed black hair. Once again, you can obviously see this white skin in his most iconic photo. But in like a lot of the fan arts, they give him like this like nice ruffly hair or like dream haircut core, but he's supposed to not have that. But you know what? Do whatever your heart desires. If you want to give him amazing slay period queen hair, do it. No one's judging. So I'm trying to like describe what he is. His species is human, yes. When you search it up immediately on Google, the first thing that it will say though is an immortal serial killer. So I don't know, like, he did go through all this. Somehow he didn't die. I hope his bullies went to jail, juvenile. Like, if his brother went to juvenile, I really hope his bullies did. Like, that's more legal than whatever Jeff did to his bullies. That's attempted murder, actually. I hope, did his... Oh, okay, Jeff killed them. You know what? Real. They tried killing you, like, self-defense, homie. We love that. Okay, so yeah, like I said, he's like apparently immortal, so he can't really die. And I don't know if he has like a specific victim. Like, I'm pretty sure he mainly goes after kids, not gonna lie. But let me double confirm. I'm just sorry, I'm like finding a lot of information out myself right now. He killed his parents and his brother. I thought he was close with his brother. What the heck? Sorry. Anywho, so he has killed his parents and his brothers. I don't know what his like normal thing he does. Like his victim, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know if he has like a theme, like, or if he just kills randomly. So it says The Arkansas family, Jeff murdered Jane's parents, friends, and family. Jane Arkansas attempted. I'm pretty sure Malik is going over Jane, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut there. Cultist from the temple. I don't know if he has a theme. Okay, I'm sorry for not getting that right, but so far he just kills. So his usual way of killing, his catchphrase as well. He says, before brutally murdering his victims, Jeff whispers his iconic catchphrase, "Go to sleep." So it's a little terrifying. He typically kills his victims with a large knife and using gasoline to set his targets ablaze. Jeff, just because that happened to you does not mean you need to do it to other people. I'm gonna lock my windows tonight. His full name, Jeffrey Woods. Male, obviously. So I honestly did not know how he got his iconic smile. Google was being secretive when I was trying to find out why. I had to specifically search it up. So I searched it up just in case anyone else was confused, because I definitely was. Since after being burned and going home from the hospital, Jeff carved his iconic smile into his face so he didn't have to exert energy to smile anymore. I'm very confused about his brother though. Like, he went into depression after his brother went to juvenile, so I thought, oh, yo, they're buddy, even though he killed his brother. And I know, so I'm guessing he also wants to have that smile on his face because he's depressed. So that's something. I don't know. He's a confusing man. I think maybe it's the took a white padded room, but I fear no one has done that. Yeah, that's like just a quick rundown of the killer. So I'm going to the next character. So the next person I'm gonna do is Ben Drowned. So Ben was a 12-year-old boy living in a fictional universe. He joined a cult known as the Moon Children, who worshiped the moon. They lured him in by promising him friends and telling him he could be like his hero, Link. Sorry, I spelled something wrong there. Really confused me there. So the ritual, which is where this all started. This is how Ben Drowned got drowned in his name. The cult performed a ritual called, bear with me here, I cannot say this, ascension, to dignitize his consciousness into a network. During the attempted ritual, Ben was unwillingly drowned by a cult leader known as the Father. After, he #died, this traumatic fatal drowning trapped Ben soul inside the code of the Majora's Mask cartridge. Said a lot of that wrong, I know I did, just ignore it. Okay. The old man at the garage sale who was connected to the cult or Eternity Project eventually stole the cursed object away.
What's up, guys? I'm Malek and welcome to Jixme. Today I am going to be talking about some lore and backstory about some creepypastas. What creepypastas, you may ask? Tiki Toby and Jane the Killer. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get into it. Starting with Tiki Toby. Okay, so let's start with his backstory. Toby was born with several neurological and mental disorders, including Tourette's syndrome. Because of his tics, he was heavily bullied in school and eventually switched to homeschooling. He lived with his mother, his older sister Lyra, and an abusive father who struggled with alcohol, drugs, and gambling. When Toby was 17, he and Lyra were involved in a serious car accident. Toby survived, but Lyra died. After her death, Toby became increasingly unstable, withdrawn, and traumatized. He began suffering hallucinations, memory problems, severe emotional distress. So that pretty much wrecked him. Okay, so his villain arc. As Toby's mental state deteriorated, he became obsessed with thoughts of revenge against his abusive father. Eventually, he snapped and murdered him. Afterward, he grabbed 2 hatchets, fled his home, and set parts of the neighborhood on fire while trying to escape the police. Trapped by the flames and close to death, Toby encountered a fictional character, Slenderman. According to the story, Slenderman saved him and erased much of his memory. Okay, so her backstory. Jane was an ordinary girl living with her family. She lived near Jeff the killer and became aware of him as his violent behavior escalated. One night, Jane's home was attacked. During the incident, her parents were killed and Jane was badly injured. Chemicals and fire left her severely burned and disfigured. She survived, but her life was completely destroyed, right? After recovering, Jane became isolated, angry, and obsessed with what had happened. She could no longer return to her normal life and began focusing all of her energy on revenge. Okay, villain arc. Basically, the common summary: normal girl, attacked and disfigured, loses family, becomes consumed by revenge, turns into a killer who hunts Jeff. Unlike Jeff, Jane is often portrayed as targeting criminals or specifically pursuing Jeff rather than indiscriminately attacking everyone, right? Okay, her main weapon. Jane is most commonly depicted using a knife, sometimes a kitchen knife.
Okay, so that's all that we have in store for you guys. If you want to see more creepypasta kind of videos, just comment down below. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that.